On a flight with my son, the plane took off and hit a couple of bumps. The passengers were being somewhat quiet when my son yelled, "We're all gonna die!" Kid, I swear I would smack you so hard if you were my kid. I hate those people that just freak out over nothing. Like, if I'm in the middle of rush hour with my mom in the car, she's constantly like, "Slow down!" Sorry, Mom, but it's true. All these people were like, "Lady, calm your son down before we throw him off the plane." But what's up, guys? We have Simon with us again today because he's so soft. He's actually a good pillow. This is nice. I'm gonna take a nap. Anyways, today we're gonna react to kids saying some pretty creepy things, and someone needs to tell them to shut up. But before we get started, as always, don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram and check out channel memberships. Links are all down below. And give this video a like and a share. But yeah, let's go. When I was about 4, my mom found me in the bathroom with all my Barbies, making them float face down in the bath. She murdered her Barbies. When she asked what I was doing, I replied, "The man in the wardrobe told me if I didn't do it, it would be my turn to swim face down." Girl, no, you need to move out. Or there's just, some creeper hiding in your kid's closet. So yeah, when your kids say that there's a monster under their bed, you might want to actually check, because there might actually be someone under there. You need to take away her Barbies. I mean, when I was a kid and I had Bratz dolls, if my mom got me a boy Bratz doll, then she said I would rip the head off. I don't know why. I guess I just hated men from the start. A huge thunderstorm one night, my son, about 4 at the time, put his hands on the sliding glass doors and said, "Oh God, don't take me, I'm too young to die." Looks back at my mom. "Take grandma, she is old. She's had her fun. I'm not ready." This kid knows what's up. He's being realistic. He's like, take her. She's old, she's had her fun. She's lived a life. If I was the grandma, I'd be like, dang, don't sell me out. Go back to sleep. There isn't anything under your bed. He is behind you now. No. I'm just gonna, give you up for adoption now, because you bringing demons into this house. Still haven't gotten over that one and shiver at the memory. I think kids, honestly, can actually see ghosts, because they believe more things and adults are more skeptical. They're like, that's not a ghost. So ghosts are like, okay, I'll just go to the child that will actually talk to me. I hate being ignored. That's what I would do. As a ghost, I would go to the child so it would creep out the parents. Walking past an old cemetery, my then 3-year-old son casually said, "My brother is in there." Aww. When I reminded him that he didn't have a brother, he said, "No, Mama, from before, when the other lady was my mommy." Why are kids always saying that nonsense? Like they had a past life. That is crazy. I'd be like, I'm your mommy, and you need to start some therapy. My sister got hit by a drunk driver in April and it totaled her car. She had my 4-year-old nephew and my infant niece with her. Aw, are they okay? When my mom arrived at the hospital, my nephew asked her if he could thank the big guys. What big guys, Kaden? Grammy, the big guys that were in the car with me when it got loud and scary. And they hugged me with their arms and kept me safe. Even the insurance adjuster cannot explain how either child escaped with not a scratch. Wow. I was actually in a car accident with my brother when I was in high school. I think I was a freshman, and it was the middle of the night, and we crashed, and the car got totaled. It was pretty bad, but we didn't have a scratch on us, just a concussion. And they were like, wow. And my brother looked at me the next day and he was like, "I'm surprised you're not dead." I was like, thanks. That doesn't freak me out. Getting my 2.5-year-old daughter out of the bath one night, my wife and I were briefing her on how important it is that she keeps her, private area clean. She casually replied, "Oh, nobody scroofs me there. They tried one night. They kicked the door in and tried, but I fought back. I died and now I'm here." She said it like it was nothing. What TV shows are you letting your kids watch? That's honestly what I think some of it is these parents watch these inappropriate shows with their baby in the room and they think the kid doesn't understand it, but then the baby is like processing it and it thinks it's like a memory when they get older and they're like, "Oh yeah, I was in Scarface." Why are you crying? Bad man. What bad man? You mean Batman? There. Points behind me at a dark corner in the room. Lamp on bookshelf next to said darkened corner falls off as soon as I turn to look. She slept in our bed that night. Yeah, that's That is no. You sleeping with us tonight and we're burning this room. You just gotta sage it. You know, cleanse the room of bad negative energy. Like when your ex tries to text you, so you just block the number. There, it's done. My 3-year-old daughter stood next to her newborn brother and looked at him for a while, then turned and looked at me and said, "Daddy, it's a monster. We should bury it." Okay, well, what if that child grows up to be a serial killer? Like, this kid is actually gonna be a psychopath. And your daughter tried to warn you, but now you have to visit your son in the psych ward every month. Like, we should have listened to our kid. I think kids can sense things like that sometimes. They're kind of like dogs, like they sense emotions very well. That's why they're so blunt. Like, if you want an honest opinion about how you look, ask a child. My mother was babysitting my daughter while I was at a doctor's appointment and said, "Oh no, Grandma, Mama's not coming home anymore today. She was in a bad accident. She can't come get us." Don't be saying things like that. It freaks me out. I had indeed been in an accident that almost killed me at the exact time. None of my family had yet been notified. This girl predicted the future. Dude, why? Y'all's kids are superheroes. My sister Haley was born exactly 2 months after our great-grandmother died. One day, Haley woke up and informed us it was her 95th birthday. When we tried to reason with her, she started crying, saying that her real name was Irene, my granny's name, not Haley. This lasted all day, and the next day she didn't remember anything. Your grandma tried to come back and visit, but you yelled at her. She's like, "I'm confused. Why are you calling me your daughter? I'm your mother." I was sound asleep, and at around 6 a.m., I was woken up by my 4-year-old daughter's face inches from mine. Dude, kids always do that. My mom said I did that all the time, and it freaked her out. She looked right into my eyes and whispered,
"I want to peel all your skin off."
Like, why? You cannibal? The backstory here is I had been sunburned this previous week and was starting to peel. In my sleep adult state, however, it was pretty terrifying for a few seconds. I didn't know if I was dreaming or what was going on, but I thought my child was gonna eat me. My 4-year-old son and I were waiting for our food at Panera. Oh, I love Panera. While we stood there, he started rubbing my belly and talking to it. I asked him what he was doing. He said that he was talking to the baby. Oh, the baby. I informed him that I was not pregnant, and he said, "There is a baby in your belly. I just saw it crawl across the floor and climb up into you." Okay, I guess there's a baby in me now. A little demon that just crawled up my butt. Just today, my 4-year-old son told me, "I think we live in a pretend world and someone is playing with us." Like puppets, I guess. I asked him what he meant, and it got even weirder. Well, it seems like someone does things to us, but we can't see them because we are in this world and they are not. Are you a philosopher? Like, what? What does that mean? Like, this kid's a deep thinker. He thinks we're all just being controlled. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I didn't make the universe. My sister described her imaginary friend saying, "He sits on my bed and waits for his mom. He's not allowed to go home by himself because of his arm." I asked what happened to his arm, and she said, "His mom ran him over when he was drawing with chalk. That's why he's always crying, because he doesn't like being dead." Oh my god! This kid was killed by his mother. I'm sure it was by accident, but oh my god. That's so sad. My 5-year-old asked me when he is going to be 23. I told him in 18 years. He replied, "Well, I hope I don't die again, because that's how old I was last time I went to heaven." What do you say to that? Like, literally, no parenting books prepare you for these statements. It's like, what do I do when my child says they lived a past life? Like, how do I help them process that? You don't. You just, drop them off at a fire station. I have had multiple miscarriages. If you don't understand what that means, it means she was pregnant, but she lost the baby, so it wasn't born. My daughter, I met your babies that died in my dream. They want you to know that you're a good mom. Oh my gosh. That's gonna make me cry. Dude, for real. That's so sad. She's like, "Mom, I met all my siblings. They want you to know they still love you." Dude. My daughter was 3 and I was getting her ready for the day. She had been waking up with nightmares almost every night for a month or 2. I asked what she wanted for breakfast, and she told me she wanted to share it with the dead baby in her closet. No, you're not sharing. I thought she meant one of her dolls. But when I pulled them out, she said, "No, not a doll. The dead one that sleeps in the closet floor at night. Is there a baby there? You might want to check." But no, you cannot share your food with the floor. I was with my sister, her husband, and their 2-year-old daughter. We were talking about loved ones that had recently passed. My father had died sometime recently. My brother-in-law went and grabbed a picture of his mother, who had died in a car crash when he was 6, to show me. When my niece saw the picture though, she started laughing. Like, "Child, you are messed up." We asked her what was so funny, and she looked at us and said, "That's my special friend who sings to me." I still shiver a bit just thinking about it. Aww, your dead mom sings to her? That's so sweet and creepy. Like, I don't know how to feel about that. I'm conflicted. I mean, is she singing some, Nicki Minaj? The other week, I was reading my 2-year-old daughter a bedtime story. When we finished, we were talking about being scared of ghosts, monsters, trolls, etc. And she turned to me and said, "Daddy, I'm not scared of ghosts." I asked, "Why is that?" "'Cause you a liar." To which she replied, "Because the one that comes into my room at night and strokes my hair is a nice one." Strokes your hair? That's not okay. I'd be like, "Okay, ghost, whatever you're doing, stop being a perv. Don't touch my daughter. You can sing to her, you can sit with her, but don't touch her. This ghost is weird." Maybe it was a hairstylist. It's like, "Oh, such healthy hair. I want to brush it."